It's another episode of Gadgets Under a Price. Today it might be the highest price we've ever done. Gadgets under 80 bucks. As the gadgets pile up, they fall into all different price categories. Let's kick it off with this right here. This is from a company called 12 South, the Fermata. It's a headphone charging stand, not just a headphone stand, but it has a built-in micro USB cable. Do you have a home for those headphones, or is it a cable factory? This thing right here aims to change that. There you can see what it looks like all set up. Now this thing costs around 79 bucks. Very nice unboxing experience so far. That's aluminum. Ooh, and that is leather. A good start. The base, that was not as satisfying as I expected it to be. Power, USB in. Here's a USB out. So this dips in right here. You slot your cable there so it doesn't jump out. Cable management here without having it pinched by the far edge of the base. So this USB out is to charge up any other device. That seems like the easiest thing ever. There's one screw and one wrench. Micro USB cable. Oh, that's nice. Ooh. Oh. This is nice design here. And this guy here slots right in. There we go. All right. Check that out. All right. So if it's not in use, you can hide this cable away. Well thought out. Earbud hook. Oh, even more genius. Can clip on here. And if you are an earbud style listener, you hook it around here. The headphones you use at your desk and the headphones that you take out with you. Look at that with the little cutout there. These are from a previous video. These are called Warehouse. These are Bluetooth headphones that let you link to another pair of Bluetooth headphones so you can share what you're listening to. DJ Big Lou! Why am I screaming? I mean, are yours as loud as mine? Oh, man, I'm getting blasted here. Oh, man, I just noticed another little touch. That's the reversible micro USB. And then hook it on. Unbelievable. Genius. The cable's always where you expect it to be. From 12 South, that is a cool little product. A lot of attention to detail. Next up, we have a wireless Bluetooth speaker from a company called iClever. It's under 70 bucks. Ooh, look at it. Apparently, it's got some bass to it, which, you know, that's the thing I'm always looking for. You don't see many Bluetooth speakers that look like that. And then you have an LED on the back as well. This is an aluminum base. On the top is where the controls are. Play, pause, you can answer phone calls on here. This one, the sound is projecting straight at you. It's got some decent weight to it. My bass radar is starting to go, you know, I mean, the $3,000, $4,000 DVLA speaker. I mean, that's not what this is. This is 60 something dollars, okay? So let's calibrate for that level of analysis here. Like, that's one of my favorite unbox therapy videos ever. Traditional analog mini jack input. You have what looks like a micro SD card slot, so I guess you could load music directly onto it. Oh, hello there. I'm sure that's to indicate that it's in discovery mode. Line her up. A podcast, why not?
If you could bottle your enthusiasm, it'd be an awesome pill.
Well, maybe we could talk about that.
Wow.
So this is a mastodon that was dug up in a pit years ago.
A lot of low end there. That's the great Joe Rogan there. His podcast, Must Listen. Just let's remember the price point. This is under 70 bucks. All right. It's not the loudest thing I've ever had here, but you already knew that. It's not super crunchy. Like, you turn up the volume, it doesn't break down. There's actually a pretty full range there, and it stays punchy and concise even up there on a flat surface. This might be a good way to go. And a little bit of bass? Who's gonna hate on a little bit of bass? This goes back to one of my favorite videos as well. So these things here are these really cool looking futuristic lighters from a company called Plasmatic. Flameless, basically windproof, and USB rechargeable lighters. These are cool for survival type people. They're cool to have in a backpack. If you need to start a fire, have some heat out in the wilderness, basically any environment, you've got the opportunity to begin the combustion of some sort of material. It's actually really cool. Now, you do need to recharge them over USB, but then the battery lasts for a really long time. You can read that for yourself. I mean, it's right there. This has a nice pattern on it and texture. We have a brushed, anyway, they make a bunch of different versions of this. Ignites to 900 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh my goodness. Ooh, can you see that? Here's the cool part. If I blow on it, watch this. They move around, but it won't go out. You're not worried if it gets a bit wet. You're certainly not worried if it's windy out. Here we go. Of course, we got the Don Tomas in the house. This is from the original video. Good old Don Tomas. Like, without me even going near it. For the record, I don't smoke. I'm against it. All right, so the lighter does its job. I don't want to be the guy with the twig doing this back and forth and, oh, I got a spark. Oh, I think this, I got a spark. The family's gonna be standing around. They're gonna be, Lou, you got that plasmatic? Maybe some birch bark, and then I hit it with the plasmatic. Who's the king of the castle now? Huh? Who's the top of the food chain now? Mr. Plasmatic, that's who. In the past, the things that show up on this show, they tend to sell out on Amazon, so I'm just saying, speed up if you're interested. Don't blame me, blame the show. Blame Jack.